Making a checkerboard. Video 2. The next day, unclamp your board and get a glue scraper. Scrape off all the dried chunks of glue and head to the surface planer. Make one flat face, but leave your board as thick as possible. Then go to the miter saw and square one end. Remember, cutting wide pieces out, on, down, and back. Take your board to the instructor, who's going to cross-cut your strips on the table saw. Now, let's get ready to glue up. You're going to cut 4 plywood strips that are a little shorter than the 4 sides of your board. This is going to protect your board from the clamps. Upon approval, glue up your board. These first 2 clamps are going to hold the strips together so that the pieces don't slide. Now that the 2 top clamps are all tight, we need to tighten the bottom clamps. These are the clamps that are going to push the glue and make our board stay together. Now that our board is pressed together with the bottom clamps, we can remove the top clamps and the plywood cawls. These were just to make sure that the board didn't slide and that all the squares lined up. Clean up all the extra glue on both sides of your board and put your board away to dry overnight. The next day, you're going to go to the wide belt sander with the instructor and sand both faces smooth. Now it's time to choose your trim material. Begin by laying out your pieces with chalk. Mill your material and then clamp up your board like photo 3 posted in the shop. Show the instructor and upon approval, glue up the trim strips to your board. Please use bar clamps to complete this glue up. The next day, we're going to go to the wide belt sander and make both faces of our board smooth. Use a random orbital sander to take out any scratch marks the wide belt created on our board. And then soften all edges by hand. Back at the finishing table, lightly coat both sides. Clean off any extra oil with paper towels. And when done, open up the paper towels and put them in the correct bin. Let the board dry overnight, and all that's left to do is play a game of chess. This concludes video 2. Let's get in the shop so we can get back to building.